I just ask you your thoughts on Hamas? They're still holding hostages. What would your message to Hamas be?
Again.
Hey guys, so here's a video of Greta Thunberg getting confronted by an actual reporter who challenges her what she thinks about the Israeli hostages and why she doesn't call for their return. Let's see what she has to say and let's see her reaction to this question.
It's not anti-Semitic to say that we should not be bombing people, that people should not be living in occupation, that everyone should have the right to live in freedom and dignity.
IDF has said to us that it's demonstrated its commitment to getting humanitarian aid into the people of Gaza, and it says that in response to your flotilla that it will continue to enforce the naval blockade. So I guess some people would say, what's the point? You're going to get probably deported again. Is this more about PR than actually progress?
First of all, it's important to add that by doing so, by continuing this blockade, Israel is violating international law, which is very important. And what we are trying to do is to use our rights to sail on international waters and to deliver humanitarian aid, which Israel are not allowed to block from coming in. And we know, we've heard from humanitarian organizations from all over the world that they are blocking humanitarian aid from coming in. And people are being killed, shot at by snipers.
We contacted the IDF ahead of this mission. They've said that they have been delivering aid. They say over the last few months alone, 9,000 trucks have gone in. The reality is you're probably not going to be able to get your aid into Gaza. So how will that help though? How will your mission help the people in Gaza, do you think?
As I said, Israel has an illegal siege and they are committing a genocide in Palestine. Genocidal scholars all over the world are saying this. People have been sounding the alarm for a very, very long time, and this is just a continuation of the suffocating oppression that Palestinians have been living under for decades. And as I said, the question we should be asking is not why are we doing this mission? Do you think you will be able to deliver aid? The question we should be asking is why is there siege? Why is this mission needed? Why isn't humanitarian aid coming in? Why are Palestinians being deliberately deprived of their means to sustain life? Why can they not produce food? Why are they not allowed to fish?
We know your views on what's happening and Israel's actions. Can I just ask you your thoughts on Hamas? They're still holding hostages. What would your message to Hamas be?
Again, there is a genocide going on. Palestinians have been living under suffocating oppression, and when there is an occupational force, this is not my views. By international law, people have a right to resist that occupation. And again, I do not stand behind killing civilians. But if we translate that into the reality, and which we are seeing how many hundreds of thousands of people who are dying in Gaza, how many hundreds of thousands of people who have been deprived their complete dignity and sense of justice and freedom by Israel.
Israel, when they deported your group last time, they accused you of being anti-Semitic. Do you have a response to those claims?
What we are saying is that we are demanding justice and equality for everyone. No matter religion or no matter ethnicity, no one should have more rights than any other, which also means that Israelis should not have more rights than Palestinians. It's not anti-Semitic to say that we should not be bombing people, that people should not be living in occupation, that everyone should have the right to live in freedom and dignity.
Well, as you can tell right there, she has no response to the question. Her ignorance is showing so badly. Every single time the reporter asks her what she thinks about the Israeli hostages, why doesn't she call for the return of the Israeli hostages, which will actually bring peace and end the war and end the destruction that's happening right now in Gaza because Hamas decided to attack on October 7th. But every single time she asks, she just keeps on going on how Israel's occupying Gaza and the genocide and the starvation. She's not actually interested in peace. This is basically pretty obvious. She's just interested to get clout and get the whole world's attention on her. Just like she's sailing to Gaza. Everyone knows that that's not really going to help. She's not even going to get to Gaza. Even by the tiny food that she's going to bring isn't going to do anything. She's just there to chase the clout and claim that Israel is occupying Gaza. And is genociding the Palestinians, which is obviously a complete lie. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to watch more videos like these, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to actually help continue our work, please go to israeluncensored.com, which is our brand new merch store that we recently launched, and get something nice for yourself as well.